In me, help me to love like you love me, even when I want to go my own way. Jesus, you make me strong. No, I won't give up, even when it's tough. I'm gonna shine my light for you. Yes, I will do good, and I will be kind. I'm gonna shine my light for you. I'll shine for you. Lord, I'll be patient and I will share, so others see how much you care. Even when I want to go my own way, Jesus, you make me strong. No, I won't give up, even when it's tough. I'm gonna shine my light for you. Yes, I will do good, and I will be kind. I'm gonna shine my light for you. I'll shine for you. I'll shine for you. I'll shine for you. I'll shine for you. Shine for you, I'll shine for you. No, I won't give up, even when it's tough. I'm gonna shine my light for you. Yes, I will do good, and I will be kind. I'm gonna shine my light for you. No, I won't give up, even when it's tough. I'm gonna shine my light for you. Yes, I will do good, and I will be kind. I'm gonna shine my light for you. I'll shine 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 for you.
Hey guys, welcome back to Kids Club. I hope you've had a great week. Today we're looking at the miracle of Jesus feeding the 5,000. He only had 5 loaves and 2 fish. What is he going to do? Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You can get old Kids Club videos, and you can also catch Wake Up and Sing and Bedtime Story every weekday morning and evening. Pastor Leanne is going to lead us in a couple of songs that she has taught us throughout the week at Wake Up and Sing. Enjoy.
Dear God, thank you for Kids Club and a lovely day we have all with our families, and I hope we can go to people's houses again. In Jesus' name, amen.
Hey kids, I'm excited to share some of the favorite songs that I like to sing about Jesus when I was growing up and I was at camp, and I hope you like them too. We're going to start with leaning, so practice leaning. We're going to say, whose side are you leaning on? And you're going to move a lot. So you might want to stand for this one. It goes, whose side are you leaning on? I'm leaning on the Lord's side. Whose side are you leaning on? I'm leaning on the Lord's side. I lean on the Lord's side. I lean on the Lord's side. Now we're going to do clapping. Whose side are you clapping on? I'm clapping on the Lord's side. Whose side are you clapping on? I'm clapping on the Lord's side. Clap by clap by clap by clap by clap on the Lord's side. Clap by clap by clap by clap by clap on the Lord's side. Now some of these you have to do standing, so I'm just going to pretend. We're going to do jumping. Ready? Whose side are you jumping on? I'm jumping on the Lord's side. Whose side are you jumping on? I'm jumping on the Lord's side. I jump on the Lord's side. Jump on the Lord's side. Now, does anyone have a suggestion from the audience? Okay, we'll do surfing. So you gotta get ready to surf. You gotta go like this and this. Okay, ready? Whose side are you surfing on? I'm surfing on the Lord's side. Whose side are you surfing on? I'm surfing on the Lord's side. I surf on the Lord's side. Surf on the Lord's side. Whose side are you dancing on? I'm dancing on the Lord's side. Whose side are you dancing on? I'm dancing on the Lord's side. Dance on the Lord's side. I dance on the Lord's side. Whose side are you whispering on? I'm whispering on the Lord's side. Whose side are you whispering on? I'm whispering on the Lord's side. I whisper on the Lord's side. I whisper on the Lord's side. Whose side are you yelling on? I'm yelling on the Lord's side. Whose side are you yelling on? I'm yelling on the Lord's side. I yell on the Lord's side. I yell on the Lord's side. So, this is another song all about how we can tell Jesus how we feel. It's about a Bible verse that says, cast your burdens on Jesus. That sounds fancy and weird. But burdens are the stuff that make us sad or worried or scared. And it's the stuff that we feel heavy about on the inside. And when we cast our burdens on Jesus, that means we tell Jesus about those things and ask him to look after them. So here's how it goes. Cast your burdens on Jesus, for he cares for you. Cast your burdens on Jesus, for he cares for you. Now we're going to do that again, and it does have a clap, which might be a little bit hard, but it goes. So Sam might have to do this one for me so I can keep the beat and do it. Cast your burdens on Jesus, for he cares for you. Good. Cast your burdens on Jesus, for he cares for you. Now I gotta move higher, higher. Higher, 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 higher. Lift Jesus higher. Go lower. Lower, lower. Can you get lower? Go lower, 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 lower. Stomp Satan lower. Wider, wider. Wider, 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 wider. Spread the gospel wider. Now super. Super, super. Super, 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 super. Supernatural power. Now you got it. We're gonna do it again. Cast your burdens on Jesus, for he cares for you. Cast your burdens on Jesus, for he cares for you. Higher, higher. Higher, 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 higher. Lift Jesus higher. Lower, lower, lower. Lower, 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 lower. Stomp Satan lower. Stomp your foot there. Wider, wider. Wider, 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 wider. Spread the gospel wider. Super, super. Super, 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 super. Supernatural power. Good job, everybody.
determined.
Afraid.
He's never done it from that far away. He could do it if he tried. Far away. He could do it if he tried.
That's veg, not reg. Veg, not reg.
Must be a border, isn't it?
John 6:5-13. When Jesus looked up and saw a great crowd coming toward him, he said to Philip,
Where will we buy enough bread for this people?
but he asked this only to test him, for he already had in mind what he was going to do. Philip answered him,
It would take half a year age.
half a year's wages.
Half a year's wages. To get everybody enough food to take a bite.
Another of his disciples, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, spoke up.
Here is a kid with 5 loaves of bread and 2 small fishes, but how far will that go in a crowd of so many?
Jesus said, have the people sit down.
Have the people sit down.
Okay, everyone sit down. Can you sit all together? There was plenty of grass at that place, and they all sat down. About 5,000 men were there. Jesus then took the loaves, gave thanks, and distributed to those who were seated as much as they wanted. He did with the fish, too. Okay, give them the fishes. The loaves and the fishes. Don't throw them, they'll explode. As much as they wanted. When they all had enough to eat, he said to his disciples, here you go.
Yeah! Yay!
Right here. Gather the pieces
Gather the pieces
that are left over.
that are left over.
Let nothing be
Let
wasted.
nothing be wasted.
So they gathered them and filled 12 baskets with pieces of the 5 barley loaves left over by those who had eaten.
No.
So there was way more left over than when they started. Everyone say thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah!
Well, not you.
Stories of the Bible. Jesus feeds the 5,000. This is Jesus,
Heyo!
who is the Son of God and the Savior of the world. While Jesus was on earth, he taught everyone about God's love. He did many miracles and healed people of their sickness.
Oh, hey, everyone.
A huge crowd kept following him wherever he went because they saw his miraculous signs as he healed the sick. A crowd started to gather around Jesus. There were 5,000 men and many more women and children. Turning to Philip, he asked,
Hey, Philip!
"Where can we buy bread to feed all these people?" You see, Jesus was testing Philip, for he already knew what he was going to do. Philip replied, "Even if we worked for months, we wouldn't have enough money to feed them."
Hey, I got an idea.
Then Andrew spoke up. "There's a young boy here with 5 barley loaves and 2 fish. But what good is that with this huge crowd?" Jesus said, "Tell everyone to sit down."
Right, everyone, sit down.
Then Jesus took the loaves, gave thanks to God, and gave them to the people.
Here you go.
Afterward, he did the same with the fish. And they all ate as much as they wanted.
Want some more? I'm all good, thanks.
After everyone was full, Jesus told his disciples, "Now gather the leftovers, so that nothing is wasted."
You got it.
So they picked up the pieces and filled 12 baskets with scraps, left by the people who had eaten from the 5 barley loaves and 2 fish.
Sometimes we can feel very small in this big world, can't we? We can wonder if anything we do makes any difference. Today's story tells us that whatever we have, whether it be food, talents, crafts, toys, or hobbies, we can take it to God and pray, "Help me to use this to help others," and God will use it.
Hi everyone! I'm going to be showing you how to make a basket today with 2 fish and 5 loaves to go along with our story. We're going to need some scissors, something to draw with, a glue, and then crayons or anything that you want to color with, markers or pencil crayons. And then we're also going to need 3 pieces of paper. So here I have 2 pieces of white paper and then 1 piece of brown paper for our basket. But you can use really any color you want, or you can use all white. But what we want to do is for each of these papers, we're going to fold all of them in half. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And once you've done that, they should all be kind of like, you can open them like a book. We're going to put all of them right except for just one for now. So to start, we are going to, and it really doesn't matter which way the fold goes, but for this one we're going to start by drawing our fish. And I like to draw a fish kind of like drawing a lemon. So I'm going to go like this. And then the little lip here, and bring that over. And then draw our little fin here. And another one up here. And then we'll draw in the face. So I'm going to just finish this by that being the little mouth, and we'll draw a little eye here. And then another little fin and some gills. And I'll show you, I'm just drawing one fish here, and I'll show you why after. And on the bottom of this page, we want to draw a nice little handle. So I'm going to draw almost like as if you're drawing a rainbow, nice big arch. And bring this all the way up and around. Okay, so we're going to leave that for now and put that to the side while we take our other piece of paper. And for this one, we are going to fold this into 3 different sections. So we're going to fold that one kind of near the middle, and then we're going to fold it over, and this one's going to come this way. And on this one, we are going to draw 1 loaf of bread. So we're going to go ahead and draw that. It kind of looks almost like a giant kidney bean. If you eat kidney beans in your chili. So what we're going to do, I'm going to just draw these in to show you, because for our bread we're going to draw little V's just at the top to make it look like bread. And now you're probably wondering why we have one fish, one piece of bread, and then one handle. But what we're going to do is, I'll just show you, we're going to keep it all bundled up like this. So these are all doubled, and then once you put it there, it's tripled. So we're going to just cut around here like that. And I won't do the whole thing, but when you cut it out, you'll have 6 pieces of bread. So then you can just set one aside and color it as you like. And it's the same thing for the fish and the handle. If you cut it out just like it is, so you don't need to do anything else, any more drawing. If you just cut it out as it is, you'll end up with 2 of the very same thing. So I'll just show you a little bit here. I'm sure it makes sense, but just to show you. Go all the way around. And so once you're actually done, like I said, you'll have 2 of each thing. 2 of these, and then you'll have 6 pieces of bread once you cut them all out. And so obviously this one doesn't have the face on it, so you just have to draw that in and then color it with crayons or marker, like I said, whatever you wanted, in whatever color you like. And when you're done, you should end up with 2 fish, and then you'll have 6 pieces of bread, so you can just leave one out. But I have my 5 there, and then I have my handles here. Okay, so that's what we're going to end up with once we've cut that all out. And of course the bread also won't have all the lines in it, so once you cut them out, you can also just draw those in if you'd like. So I'm going to set this bowl back aside. And then what we're going to do next with our other piece of paper is we are going to make sure that this is folded open like a book and then folded back closed. And we're going to hold it on the side that's folded, not on the side that's open. And we're going to just draw, as we did before, cut out a half circle so that we end up making a big circle. So I'm going to just go ahead and do that. Like this. There we go. I think I'm just going to fix the shape a little bit. There. Okay, so then once you're done that, you should have a circle or something that looks like a circle, like that. And then what we're going to do next, once we have that opened, is we are going to cut along this line, a fold, just to the middle, not all the way through, but just to about the middle. There we go. And just where this little flap is here, we're going to take our glue stick, and just to the side of it, we're going to do a little bit of like a pie shape of glue. Just, oops, hard to do. Maybe I'll lift this up. So just a little pie shape like this in the corner, not too big. And once we're done that, we're just going to kind of pull this in together, just like that, so it overlaps, and we're going to glue that into place there so that it creates a little bit of a cone. You'll see a little point at the bottom, and that's just going to give us a little basket type shape. All right, so once you've done that, you can turn it upside down, and we're going to take our handles back that we had made, and we are going to put some glue. So let's do this. So you'll put glue on each end, one end and 2 ends. Hopefully you can see that. So again, we're just going to put it one end here. Doesn't need to be too much, just enough to make it stick. And one on this end, just like that. And then we can just put it one on each end of our basket here. So one there and one here. So it doesn't really matter where you put it, but it is nice if it's on opposite ends, just like a real basket, so that when you have it, you can hold it like that. And so that's pretty much it. Once you're all done coloring all your bread and your fish, then you can just put them all in there like that. And it helps you to remember the story of when Jesus fed the 5,000. As always, if you'd like to post a picture of what you made, you can put it in the comments below. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.
MHBC! Thanks for joining us. Hope you had a fantastic time.
Now we're going to say a quick closing prayer before we go. Everett, do you want to help me pray? You say, Dear God, thank you for Kids Club.
Thank you for Kids Club.
And thank you that we can learn about Jesus feeding the 5,000.
And thank you that Jesus fed the 5,000.
Amen.
Amen.
Hope to see you guys all soon. Bye.
Hey guys, and welcome to another Sunday School at Home. Now, if you had some treasure, where would you put it? In a box, underground, in a drawer, in a jar? A jar can be a bit fragile, can't it? A bit like us. In our lesson today, we are going to see how treasure is in each one of us. Psst, the treasure is God. Let's have a look at the worksheets for this week. Preschool class, you have your Bible passage, which I hope makes things clearer. Then on the right, you have a jar for you to design. Then in the bottom left-hand corner, you take your jar through the maze to find the treasure. Then on the right, you have to find 6 jars in the picture. On the second page, you have a colouring sheet, one showing treasure in a jar and the other one showing what that represents, God in us. Then at the bottom, you have an activity to do throughout the week. Primary elementary class, on the right you have the Bible passage, on the left you have some questions to answer. Then you also have to get your jar through the maze to find the treasure. On the second page you have an activity understanding the treasure inside each one of us. Then at the bottom you have something to do throughout the week which continues from the activity on this page. Alright guys, that's it. I hope you have a great time with it. Hopefully see you soon. Bye.